So coming back to sewing of this, first of all I had to pull the whole of the garment apart, including the back trim. Now if you are to see that there are excesses which were previously incorporated in, now unless we take where these differences have occurred, is the shoulder area is not matching, so we have to take away a little bit of that. This is one of the reasons why one of the edges on the bottom was drooping. The rest of the pieces were also, quite a few pieces were mismatched. Now there's two problems with these kind of suits. First of all, it's finding the faults and realizing where the faults are. We often mistake our own sewing as the mistake, but without realizing that it's not, we probably paid more consideration to sewing than what the person who has assembled the trims and so on has paid. So that basically what it means is they were probably paid kind of lousy wage for their job, and it was the kind of lousy job that they did in the end of the day. If they put their effort into it, then I could probably imagine that they would have been at a loss. Now when we do things ourselves, obviously we do it with a full feeling that, you know, obviously we want to achieve a result at the end of it. Now already, just by trimming away those little bits, you could see that the dress has taken shape. This is the back. Now what the other thing that I've done with the back of this is that little bit of lace was actually trimmed on the dress that was the front panel. I've taken it off the front panel and I've reassembled it onto the back panel. Now this is the front panels. I took the panels away and reassembled these back on. Now what I did with this was I actually, where it was to be laced, I lined the fabric. And the reason why I did that was because the lace had too much flexibility, and we had to stabilize it in order to get a decent result. Now also again you can see all the variations, all the differences that were contributing towards what, you know, kind of result was achieved by the person who made this previously. Now having taken everything apart, I'm going to take a slight bit of excess away. Obviously the bottom portion, I'm going to take that away before attaching the border trim onto it. I'm going to just basically just take away the unevenness. Obviously it's been cut. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, the biggest portion that I'm going to take off is on the shoulder area, and the armholes were quite wide already. Now these were the only things that I'm actually taking off are the unevenness, as I don't want to decrease the. Now if I give you a look of this, already you can see that there is far more shape than there was previously. Now in accordance to this, I am going to have to attach the, actually I'm going to attach the border back on now, and then compare the lining and see what the differences are with the lining before I go on to assembling this together.